I just want to adore you. You got your teeth infected, the T-virus, yeah. I just want to ignore you. It's straight up Anunnaki, anarchy in my mouth. I just want to adore you. You got your teeth infected, the T-virus, yeah. I just want to ignore you. It's straight up Anunnaki, anarchy in my mouth. Dental rebellion, tea and crumpets with the queenie, yeah. What the hell is a crumpet? Yellow tea and yellow teeth, yeah. It's Resident Evil, the T-virus, yeah. British eyes with British thighs. Her thighs also have their own thighs, yeah. All-seeing eyes now. All-seeing eyes upon her thighs, yeah. My eyes are infected. My eyes are infected, and it's from you. My teeth are in anarchy, and they just run away from you now. My teeth are in anarchy, and they just run away from me too. My teeth are infected, and I just want to ignore you. My teeth are in anarchy. My teeth are in anarchy. My teeth are in anarchy, and they just run away from you. My teeth are in anarchy.
Hey Piggy, hey Piggy, don't make me go back to that 9 to 5. Wage clock ain't no way to be alive. Don't make me go back to 9 to 5. Wage clock ain't no way to be alive. Ooh. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chat. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chance. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chance. Hey Piggy, just give me one. Ooh.
When I'm with my boo, 1 and 1 makes 2, then it makes 3. Yeah, we had the baby. She want Versace, she want Gucci. Gotta lay down all my bands on the Lambo, cause she don't like my Volvo, no. Yeah, she got a diamond grill on her baby teeth. Coolest kid in the nursery, but you know, I'm not a materialist, an idealist. I flow with the transcendental argument. Reading Wittgenstein, investigate my girl philosophically. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? I just want the money.
Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chat. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chance. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chance. Hey Piggy,
yeah,
just give me one.
yeah,
ooh.
straight up, I'm simping for you, girl. I want my heart, want you in my world. I see you in the super chat, I see you wanna go from me. I see you on the OnlyFans, and you got my heart in your hand. Please don't crush it, girl, understand that I'm a simp, but I'm proud. I'm a geek, but I'm proud, and I wanna feel your breath at a convention. I want my picture of you groping my ass to be on social media. I want my friends to see it on Discord. I'm gonna upload it to my subreddit, and they all gonna see it. My friends, they gonna like it, they gonna retweet it, but I think that it's gonna be the greatest moment of my life, and I want you to be a part of it, girl, yeah.
Don't make me go back back to that 9 to 5. Wage clock ain't no way to be alive. Don't make me go back to 9 to 5. Wage clock ain't no way to be alive. Ooh, hey Piggy, just give me one more super chat. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chance. Hey Piggy, just give me one more super chance. Hey Piggy, just give me one.
All right, what's up? Welcome to another live stream. Things are going crazy. It's getting wild. We got Karen's in space doing goddess rituals, doing goddess knows what. We got Holy Week. That's what matters. None of this nonsense. Bunch of dang nonsense. And as Father Vladimir reminded me and everyone else, do not get distracted with drama. It's time to move on and focus on going to church. And of course, I mean going to Randy Bowles' church. I'm just kidding. I mean going to the only church, which is the Orthodox Church. There ain't no other ones. That's the only one they is. The other ones is fake and gray, bro. All right, I'm trying to pull this clip up because we're gonna have fun with this. Where's the damn link for the clip? Here we go. Copy link. To put y'all in the right mindset before we get into the news. Before we get into the snooze, I got to remind you that we have a sale on evangelical slop buckets today. Only today can you get evangelical slop buckets on discount.
Careful. Oh.
Damn.
Hey. Oh.
Ho. Hey. Ho.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Ho, that potato salad.
You didn't have lunch, right?
Ho, that grandma slop bucket from the Baptist potluck. Ho. Do you know how many grandmas it took to create Jim Baker's slop buckets? It took a lot, man.
Wow.
He's got basically a slave labor set of grandmas in the back of that TV studio facility. They're slanging slop, boy. Slanging potato salads. Oh, God. Damn. Y'all want some of that? Y'all want a little bit of that right there? I'm talking slop buckets. I'm talking evangelicalism, baby. I'm talking human meats. What? Human meats? Guess what? Tristan and I, we talked about this for a while, didn't we? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Ethically sourced spare humidity could revolutionize medicine. Body oids can address many ethical problems. Did we not say that they would do this? Of course we did. Jamie and I did a whole podcast in 2014 or 15 on this, that it was coming. Lo and behold, here it is. Humate. And people said, well, if they're pushing veganism, how could they push humate? And I said, you're overthinking it. It ain't got to make sense. You're expecting this to make sense. It's intentionally not supposed to make sense. That's why you don't get it. And I was reminded this week, not just with all the drama, but also with a lot of people's replies and with what Jose said when he called in. We're back to the Middle Ages, y'all. We think that we live in some kind of futuristic,
star dork society. No, we live in the Middle Ages, and it's all a bunch of peasants, dude. It's a bunch of dirty peasants running around who can't even sound out the syllables, bro. We got a bunch of dum-dums running around. They can't even read, man. They can't compute. We're back in peasant filth ages. I mean, you turn on the debates, and the debates are just wenches. You know what I mean? We're just debating wenches now. I'm talking about whatever. I'm talking about the conservative women commentators, like the Megyn Kellys and all of these kinds of people. We're basically just at medieval wench levels of peasant, boogerdom, basically. We live in a peasant boogerdom society. That's where we're at. And it's time to take note of that and to not fall into thinking and having any expectations, much less high expectations. It's time to not fall into having any expectations of anything, because pretty much everything is medieval peasantry boogerdom.
The descendants of Atlantis. And this song is about our great lost homeland.
Yes, that's where we're at. It's not medieval peasantry boogerdom. The boogerdom. Welcome to the boogerdom! And then you got a bunch of medieval wenches and peasants running out like Excalibur at Vegas. Welcome to boogerdom! See, the earth is Atlantis now. Look at me. King of boogerdom. What's up, everybody? Y'all having fun today? I told you we had some wild clips. This is Imperial Age, the ancestors of Atlantis. You know, nowadays it's like cringecore is just what everybody does. I started a genre that it's just the norm. Pretty much all music is just turning into cringecore. Sorry, guys, for ruining everyone's artistic sensibilities and music. I'm sorry for ruining everything. That's where we're at, y'all. Ben sends $5. Is Jay gonna out autistic Brian Atlas? Who is that? Is that the whatever guy, or is you talking about the Atlas dude? We'll find out when I shrug. You're going to be calling me Atlas Shrug. Noah M, $5. Regarding Saint Nicetas of Novgorod, a summary of that story can be found in the opening of Seraphim Rose's book, God's Revelation to the Human Heart. We need to hear about this at this time. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about delusions, too, because we had an X Space open debate last night, and I thought I hit record button, but I didn't, of course. And we had about an hour-long discussion about charismatic delusions. Not just in the Protestant world, but the Roman Catholic world's charismatic delusions. Because there seems to be a continuing underlying pattern that people are deluded. And they don't really have criteria for sussing out the true from the false. They need a standard. They need some kind of etiquette and protocol to know the true from the false. And the way that we do that is through cringecore. Oh, that's all I get. I thought I was going to get a whole damn song. We don't even get songs anymore. Reels are destroying the world. That's why we're having fun watching them. Listen. I'm thinking about covering this song on my album. I need y'all to tell me what you think. Should I cover this one? Let's hear my next.
You wanna go with me? Where you wanna go? What we gonna do? Yeah, every single time I see myself with you. Well, where we gonna go? Yeah, what we gonna do? Every single time I find myself with you. Every day, driving down that country road with you by my side, all the big road.
This is about half of Tennessee. People want to, yo, dude, should I move to Tennessee? Well, you're going to be about half of the people are this, so you tell me if you think you can handle it. Somebody said, this is what I listen to, stealing all them catalytic converters. Well, at least the white people know how to find the catalytic converter to cut it out of there. And by the way, I'm making fun of myself, too. I don't know where the hell the catalytic converter is. Even if I wanted to sell them core ports for damn, meths or whatever, I mean, I would be pulling out shit from the glove box. Is this it? Is this the catalytic converter? Is this that little kitty cat converter, baby? I don't even know these parts. I don't know about no damn cores. I don't know about no damn cores. I think we got some more music, though. If you guys are in the music mood, allow me to bless your ears with some more cringecore. I noticed that for most people, cringecore is them with having no self-awareness, just being musicians. That's like most people, right? Cringecore is just what most people do when they do the musics, but they don't have any talent, right? Oh, now Tristan tricked me on that one. I thought I was going to get another rock and roll treat. But let me bless you with this. My intentional community does have a sweet DJ. DJ Man Bun, check it out. What do y'all think about this intentional community? Yay or nay? Y'all want to go there? These kind of LA hippie chicks, right? I don't understand why they wear... It's like they always wear their bed clothes, pajama clothes. You know what I mean? And all of these intentional communities are like vegan and it's a bunch of like soy men too. It's weird. It's like, I feel like if you were a single dude and you really wanted to go meet a woman and you were having a hard time, dude, just go to a damn intentional community. And, you could put on put on a fish shirt or put on something that just, wear the cloak of a hippie, kind of a hippie costume. What are those hemp shirts that everybody wears, right? Hemp sweaters, those really uncomfortable hemp sweaters. You could wear one of these. No, the ones you see at like the carnival, dude. The ones that you see the potheads wearing. Pothead hemp sweater. No. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The striped ones. The ones that you see the hobos wearing. You need a hobo hemp sweater, dude. This one. This kind right here. Here we go. I don't even know the name of it. Get a hobo hemp sweater like this right here. Infiltrate this intentional community. And look, show up with a little bit of chalk.com and you're coursing through your veins. You're set, dude. You could out Mac Daddy all of these man buns, bro, right away. See, I'm a problem solver over here. We got a lot of haters, but I'm over here solving problems. We got young men that can't get dates.
How do I talk to a girl? What do I do? Do I talk about spiders? Do I hit on her talking about my RPG scores? Yo, I got to level 99 megas.
No, you don't talk about none of that. Shut your damn mouth, son. Ugh. Don't ever talk about that.
Can I talk about my Funko Pop collection? No. Could I talk about manga?
Maybe. That might work with young girls. I don't know. I'm not in the sphere. I don't know what they're into. But I'm trying to tell you how to get hippie chick, man. Like, get up in here. Bring some damn Brussels sprouts to it. Some snackable Brussels, some awful shit, right? Just whatever snack from Whole Foods just looks like the worst. Oh, these are some, I brought kale balls. Does everybody want some kale balls? Show up with kale balls on a platter. Show up with a hobo hemp sweater like that right there. Straight up hobo model. You're good, dude. There's probably, and if they keep their sleep masks on, they won't even see you. You're already off to a good start if you don't look good. By the way, it even says that they're on an intentional journey. I told you it's an intentional community. So then, when you show up with mild toxic masculinity, because I guarantee you, even the weakest weak sauce of my audience has about a 48% more toxic masculinity than the most toxic masculine man bun in this thing. Look at this guy right here. Dude running circles around here looking like a damn Armenian grandma over here. Dude's wearing Armenian grandma gear. We got DJ. I'm not even going to say that because it sounds blasphemous. We got look at this guy right here. Look at that dude getting down. And then you got moms in the back there with, I guarantee you all these women are single moms. So that's the downside is probably a lot of hippie chicks are single moms. So, you got to have to, it's a trade-off, bro. It's a trade-off, you know what I'm saying? We got some more intentional community vibes. Look, you're not gonna, you go to here we got DJ fake Lord. There's the real Lord, and then there's DJ fake Lord over here. Whoa, getting down. One black dude. DJ fake Lord. And karaoke. I'll see some, some ripe hippie chick pickings, though. You guys need to get creative. You need to figure out how to go infiltrate and find you a woman, then make her Orthodox. You're gonna have to do that. I don't know how else you're gonna do it. That's just where we're at, man. So, shout out to the intentional communities. I did want to talk a little bit about my ex. It's going around. I know a lot of y'all are saying, why has she come forward talking about the drama, the past relationship between, her and me? I've been married happily for a long time now, and I guess it's time to address this before it blows up into a huge scandal. Because I know we got a lot of drama going right now. A lot of the haters are going to latch onto it. They're going to use this drama, and what better time to address it than right now with you guys? So, to begin with, when I worked at Gaia, I was part of an intentional community. And we did our TV show at Gaia, and I had a lot of free time, and so I got invited to some events. And when I was out on those events, I met somebody special, and this was right around the time I was first introduced to Jamie. We weren't really dating yet. We talked a little bit. But I did have a special somebody that I met at Gaia. And no one else knows this. We haven't talked about it yet. But she's now coming out with a lot of dirt about me. And I just want to be straight up with you guys before it gets out, before my legion of haters gets a hold of this information, you guys need to be the first to know. No, it's not Kat Von D. Let's just go into it. So first of all, this is her explaining what happened between us. I'm going to let you hear her side of it. And then I'm going to talk to you guys from my vantage point, what really went down. Because as you can imagine, I mean, you know, with these feminist type ideologies, with women that have been through these kinds of so-called trauma situations, they exaggerate. It's half-truths. And so, you know, we'll get into the legal documents. We'll get into what she's bringing forward from the courts. But first, you need to hear what she claims. All right, so let's hear it from her.
Energy of the Blue Avians. Tukut at amik at tukut. Alat at amak akatukutukusu. Sapak at akukutukut ak activate your blueprint. We have support from the Syrian High Council. The Blue Avians are Syrians.
So, well, yes, when I was at Gaia, I got involved in an intentional community. I was part of the Blue Avian clique. I mean, at that time, we were more of like you could say, kind of a intentional street gang. I got mixed up with some bad people. I got mixed up in some things I shouldn't have been involved in. It was a dark blue time in my life emotionally, and you know, I wasn't being faithful to the church. And so when she introduced me to the Blue Avian High Council, I thought I had arrived. I thought, you know, I'm in. I'm amongst the elite, so-called. And, you know, things spiraled from there. They went downhill. I learned to speak avian, much like what you hear her doing here. So I'm not going to go to the trouble to translate all of the speaking in tongues that she did. You guys are probably going to have to find a charismatic church that can translate all of what she said for you. You know, this is 10 years of me removed from this relationship. I don't even recall how to speak Blue Avian anymore. So you can, you know, find a person gifted with tongues to translate her message, and you can determine whether you think what she says is true. I mean, you guys know me really well. Does any of this sound like what I would do? That's not true. That part's not true. I did do that. That was true. So, again, as you guys can see, it's literally like half-truths, right? I mean, about half of that's true. The rest of it's exaggerated. Oh, the Blue Avian Council wants to have an SEX abuse trial. Oh, yeah, okay, let's just do it. I mean, when have we not seen this, you know, farcical show trial from the Blue Avian High Council, right? I mean, it's what they're known for, man. It's like, you guys just don't even understand what I go through, the kind of stuff that I put up with in my kind of a position. You know, without chalk.com, I couldn't handle it. A lot of you weaker guys out there, a lot of you weaker people, you couldn't handle, especially going up against the Blue Avian High Council. I mean, come on. Anyway, so that's out there. Now you guys can all, you know, make your own judgments. Now, Pastor Randy Balls has got some competition. I thought Pastor Randy Balls was just the bee's knees when it came to cutting edge, innovative, relevant church services. But no, it turns out some of the other big megachurch pastors have caught on, and they're giving Pastor Randy a run for his money. Pastor Randy Balls might have to return in a part 3 skit to outdo all of these simps and chumps that are on the come up, right? I mean, we got mega church pastor Ed Young out here literally just riding in on the roller coaster. Right? He's laid hands on all the carnies. We got the bearded woman back there speaking in tongues. We got the what else is at the damn carnival? Wolfman is over there rolling around on the floor barking in the spirit. We got whatever. What else the carnival got? You know, they got it going on. Right? Now, why are people saying that the Protestants can't figure out why people are leaving the Protestant church? Can y'all figure it out? Does anybody have any theories as to why people might be leaving the Protestant church? Anybody? Any theories? Any ideas? Rob says for $15. It's a shame about 4chan. Where do I get all my memes now? Just follow me on Twitter. That's your best bet. David, $1. You should have the Brave search engine. I don't look up anything without ad blocker. I'm going to just buy YouTube Premium. I just forgot about it. Paisios, $5. Pay Piggy. Church! And slop buckets will be confirmed all present at Vatican III. Yes, Vatican III will actually confirm and ratify the union between Pastor Randy Balls' mega church and the slop buckets will actually be part of the communion service. 1E9V9A89 Did you watch The Chosen Netflix series? No, I've not seen it. I don't even know what to think about. What do y'all think about it? I don't. I saw something about Mormons being involved, and I was just like, Ian Johnson, $5. I'm in here before Erudite does not stick to the issues and tries to frustrate you instead of actually debating. Well, I don't think that tactic's going to work very well on me. I'm kind of a seasoned debater. I'm a little tired of debating. It gets old, but come on, y'all. That ain't going to work on me. Chelsky and $7.99. I wanted to say you handled this whole situation the past week like a champion. I would definitely I wouldn't have handled it like you did. Good stuff. Thank you. I mean, media, this stuff happens in media. You expect that people eventually will have falling outs and flip outs and all this kind of stuff. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Straight white male, $5. Just go tell them to find a 4 to 10 at Applebee's like the rest of their forefathers did. Most of our forefathers did not have to go to intentional communities and infiltrate them with hobo gear and kind bud to find a wife, right? I'm making a joke here. But we might be at that state. Maybe that's where we're at. You know what I mean? I got one more little bit of sick flow for you guys because we got mark ass busters out here trying to rip my flow off, and I want y'all to be aware of it. That there was only one cringe core. I'm the godfather of cringe core. And now we got all of these mark ass busters out here trying to steal my flow.
Bitch, I fucking came in you. It is not me in you, bitch. It is me in you, bitch. Don't get it twisted. My dick is present Christmas. When you get it, they gon' miss this. Lob on my knob this instant. Man, I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking hoe. I'ma pull up with that dick and stick it in your fucking throat, man.
That dude go hard right there. Now, he looks like he might be a little bit of a slow boy. So maybe we could cut him some slack. Even though he a little bit of a slow boy. He got a little dose of slow boy in his genes. If we was to look under a microscope at this man's genes, we would see jorts. Right, let's see what kind of flow he got over here, dog.
Shut the fuck up and suck my dick. Shut the fuck up and suck my dick. Shut the fuck up and suck my dick.
I'm starting to notice a pattern with this filthy man that he seems to only talk about one thing. Now, this cringecore man gets more views than me on Instagram, has more followers than me on Instagram. I'm starting to think I'm doing something wrong. I'm starting to think that because I'm not half Down syndrome. This dude halfway down. This ain't a full Down syndrome. This is about a halfway down syndrome. This is a halfway down the ladder syndrome.
And I ball like Kobe, man,
shoot like Kobe, but I win like Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe, but I ball like Kobe.
And I ball like Kobe.
But I win like Kobe.
What do y'all think about, what's his name? Cloner. What do y'all think about Cloner? I think I'd rather be at the intentional community. I don't know what y'all think. If I had to pick between the two. What y'all think, man? What y'all think, man?
Excuse me.
All right, let's see. We got more wild. These, by the way, shout out to all the Instagram DMers. All them players on Instagram. Y'all send me the wildest stuff. All these feral clips. Especially Tristan. Tristan just sends me like 50 Instagram reels a day. Just the most feral nonsense. Now, I don't know what's happening in this. Let's find out what's going on. We got a damn knockoff Bryson Gray over here. We got Bryson Gay over here. What's he going to ask this? Is this a dude or a chick? Just like a skinny jeaned social justice girl.
Hey.
Donald Trump.
What's
Oh, that's a dude. Ugh.
Donald Trump doing that we're protesting?
Well, he is fucking up the American democracy right now and trying to kind of repeal a bunch of shit in the Constitution, like, you know, rights and...
Donald Trump messing everything up, trying to repeal rights. We got to put a stop to this, man. He's not a king. I didn't elect him to be my king. Not my king. Hashtag not my monarch.
liberties, so...
Is there anything in specific that he's...
I don't have all...
Is there anything in specific what that is? Donald Trump, what that is?
the information, but I do know...
What are you against?
Personally, I'm against tyrants. I'm against tyranny. That's what I'm against.
What is that?
Somebody who's coming in and trying to take over the country and get rid of the rules and regulations that have existed for centuries to keep us citizens safe.
Donald Trump is repealing the rules that keep us safe. This is sounds like two very high IQ individuals. Ian Scott, $2. My son is 2 years old and he's raised on the Cringe Core. We had a dude at church talking about how his kids love Cringe Core. I don't even realize that my Cringe Core songs are being sung by the youth, and that scares me. Because they were never intended for the youth, but the youth seem to like them. Austin, $5. Are we going to get esoteric YouTube with a chapter on the orbs? The only thing I can think of is that Donald Trump, orb maxing with the Saudis, vibing off of that orb, whatever's going on. Straight YML, $5. Can you explain what you mean about the Coptics saying that they're not martyrs? I feel like people are misrepresenting you. Yeah, I've already explained it in the video yesterday, but I'll explain it again. What I said was that the Orthodox Church can't accept saint martyrs in the calendar any more than we could accept Thomas Aquinas or Martin Luther as martyrs in our calendar. So if God has the means by which he can unite a person to the mystical body outside the normative means. And so if they're in heaven, that's up to God, and I hope that they are. Right? But that's not the same thing as me saying that I believe that they are martyrs for the Christian faith and I'm going to hallow them as saints. We can't do that any more than I can say that, Thomas Aquinas is a saint in the Orthodox Church. The Orthodox Church believes that there's only one church. And so God is the judge of those people in those situations of schism and heresy. It's not my position to say, you're damned. And I never said that. What I said was that based on video evidence alone in 2014, there was reason to be skeptical. And it's still admitted that the videos themselves don't show anyone actually being unalived. So I haven't changed anything that I've said the entire time, but we have people taking me out of context and saying that I posted all this on Palm Sunday. That's not even true. The Coptic guy, Fanatic Coptic, posted all of that on Palm Sunday, and then I replied and explained why I said that in 2014. So it's not even true. You posted all this to upset people on Palm Sunday. No, I didn't. I don't even pay attention. Do you think I pay attention to the posts that I put up from 2014? I don't even remember what I put up in 2014. But I went back and I looked at all the material that was in the media, mainstream media at that time, about the CIA being involved in staging BINLADEN videos. The other mainstream outlets that were saying that the case with Foley, which was prior to the Egyptian situation, that there were oddities in the videos that didn't make sense. That's all I said. And I said, I don't know what's happened. We don't know. Judging just on the basis of propaganda videos, and they come out of a dubious source, there's reason to be dubious. So I don't even understand why that's that insane. So again, the Orthodox Church doesn't make people who died outside the church saints on the calendar, right? So we have a calendar in the Orthodox Church where we have saints that are revered, like, you know, Saint Photius is revered on this day, you know, and they can only be Orthodox saints. There's no Thomas Aquinas in the Orthodox calendar, right? So does that make sense? Now, I also said that I don't think any Coptic people just de facto think that everybody in the Protestant, Roman Catholic, and Orthodox world, do they think that they're automatic saints? If somebody dies for the Orthodox faith or the Roman Catholic faith or the Protestant faith, does a Coptic person automatically make them a member of their calendar? So I don't even understand what exactly is so controversial. Paisios $5. No, we read that. H. Brozzi $5. Scroll up to see the super chat that I sent before the stream started. It seems like I'm the only Gen Z man that can change a tire. H. Brozzi $10. I forgot to say something yesterday. When you get back to playing video games next year, you should stream those. The Silent Hill streams were hilarious, and everybody was vibing in the chat. The real diorites will watch. Yeah, if I can find a fun game, it's just like not many games like that are that much fun. So, welcome everybody. If you would hit like and share. We are having fun today with a bit of a chill stream. We are watching some of the wildest reels that Tristan and many others have sent me. No Face Killer $2. Do you have Pascha plans this year? I mean, we got church all week, so that's about it. Ian Scott. Oh, he said he's raising his kid on Cringe Core. Ben, $5. I can't believe you've done this. Done what? What are you talking about? Oh, to my Blue Avian X. My Alien X. Paisios $2. We got Blue Avian J before GTA 6. Yeah, he knows what's up. Well, this was an enlightening interview here from two intellectuals. So, shout out to Tristan for all this hype content. And by the way, we got to go to one of our most hallowed and revered mystical friends. Of course, I'm talking about Young Cavo. And Young Cavo has topped Organic Like Us, who seems to have disappeared. We'll have to check in on Organic Like Us and see if he's still on TikTok. He got banned for a while. But the good news is we have Young Cavo, who is arguably more spiritually advanced, not at all in delusion, probably a prophet, at least, if not more, probably a triple anointing prophet. And he's got some things he's going to tell us about crystals, and I'm just going to let him cook. And I want y'all to soak in the wisdom.
With crystals, nigga, that's a weapon. Like, crystals is a weapon, bro. That's a real weapon. It's a weapon. Nigga. Crystals, bro, are like weapons, bro. Like, you can literally move mountains with crystals, bro. You can literally change your whole life with crystals, bro. That's like a weapon. And that's what they don't want you to know. Because they want you like this. I mean, like this. They want you like this instead of changing your own fucking life. Get it?
Yeah, we got a lot of We got a lot of simps and wusses in the audience thinking that they like this. It'll help me, save me. You ain't even tapped into your own inert crystal powers. You got your own crystal inertia within you, and you ain't even tapped into it with your weak ass, crystal denying ass over there. Damn, son. What else have young Cavo got for us today? What else have we? Let's see what we got right here. Shout out to everybody learning, vibing today, getting some crystal. Have we even considered the possibility of a crystal plus an orb, aka crystal orb? Orb stools? Have we even? That would we can't fathom that. We're not at that level yet. We got to get the blue avians to tweak our genetics, get us past being halfway downs as we are nowadays, evolve us to where we could get crystal orbs.
But you come from the stars. You come from the stars, bro. Like, man, it's so much shit that y'all can do. And see, this is why people say, oh, man, where is the Anunnaki?
Where they at, man?
Where they at? Where they at?
Hey, Jamie. Hey, where the Anunnaki at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Anunnaki, where they at? Where they at? That's what I'm like that every day. I wake up in the morning. Jay, where the Anunnaki at? I pop up out of the bed. Jay, where the Anunnaki at?
Yeah, where they at? You looking at them. They just not activated.
Oh, they're here. They're just not activated. They deactivated.
That's how they getting away with it, bro, because they keeping the truth away from people. Like, if people talking about where the Anunnaki at, nigga, the reason the plane crashing is because of the Anunnaki and the Galactic Federation. So people talking about where the Anunnaki at, when the last time you heard about a plane crash? There go your answer.
Most likely rational answer for the planes, right?
Malachi.
Now hold on. Now we got to hear about Malachi Z. York and the real Egyptians, right? We're getting into some we was kings. We are's kings. Okay, we is presently ours at this moment kings right here.
York, another dangerous motherfucker. That's why they had to give him so many years. Y'all know Malachi Z. York was actually building pyramids right here in Georgia.
No, what? I've been to Georgia, dude. I've been driving through Georgia for years. What are you talking about? And Malachi York put that pyramid in Georgia? Shh.
Y'all know that? For my Anunnaki gods and goddesses. But they'll tell you all the fucking time you come from Africa. Why you don't want me to know Malachi Z. York was building pyramids?
Shit. Who that? That looks like it's on the tip of my tongue right there. That's Montel Jordan, dude. What the hell? What the hell? That's Montel Jordan, bro. This is how we do it. Pyramids in Georgia. Tell me that ain't Montel Jordan, bro. This is how we do it. Look at that right there. Dude, that's Montel Jordan, bro. This is how we do it. The party's on the west side. Listen. We got some truth bombs today, y'all. We're going down the damn Georgia rabbit hole. Some of y'all are like, Georgia's on my mind. Georgia's on my mind. Reba McEntire. No. I'm talking about Montel Jordan building pyramids in Georgia. Montel, Georgia. This is how we do it. This is pyramids in Georgia. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. Party's on the west side. Tell me that's not Montel Jordan right there. Or Kanye. Kanye Jordan. Montel West. Montel Georgia.
And if we do find out, you folks still want us to think Malachi Z. York was a bad person.
Shit, I just now heard about Malachi Z. York. This whole time I thought it was Montel Jordan. Malachi Z. Jordan. Montel Z. York.
Y'all see how this shit work? They
The Holy Tablets of Malachi York. What?
still want you to think Malachi Z. York was a bad person, even when you do find out about it. And he was building pyramids right here in Georgia.
What? That do look like a pyramid, though. It kind of looks like a. It kind of looks like a fairgrounds, though. Was he building a pyramid at the front? Let's see, Malachi. I've never. Is this the? Is he a Black Hebrew Israelite, or is he the nation of Nuwabian Moors? What? I've never heard of this. This is crazy. Cult leader. Cult leader, black supremacist, PDF, convicted, you know what? He developed a theme park of ancient Egypt. I've never even heard of this cult, dude. He really did build a pyramid. So young Cavo's over here spitting truth, dog. How a cult built a pyramid in Egypt. I mean, Georgia. What? Let me see some pictures. Whoa, dude. That's some brand Nubian stuff right there. Whoa, dude. Look at that. That Sphinx looks kind of, I gotta say, the Sphinx looks a little bit paper mache, though. That's a bit of a paper mache Sphinx right there. He could have put a little more time and effort into the Sphinx now. Come on now. I do have to say that pyramid looks kind of cool, though. Is it real bricks or what is that? It's probably wood, but looks like bricks. I've never even heard of this. Georgia's like right down the road. What the heck? Look at all this. This is crazy. When was this? In the 90s? Dwight Malachi York, founder of the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors, moved the group Tamaray to Putnam County, Georgia in the 90s. What the heck is this? This is crazy. Malachi York's got a pyramid. This is how we do it. Pyramids in Georgia. Let's see if we get a video of it. Pyramids in Georgia. Whoa. He looks like Billy D. Williams right there. Code 45. It works every time. Hello, what have we here? I can do some good Billy D. Williams when he's hitting on Princess Leia. Hello, what have we here? How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you!
The Nuwabian Nation or Nuwabian Movement is an American religious group founded and led by Dwight York, also known as Malachi Z. York. York began founding black Muslim groups in New York in 1967. He changed his teachings and the names of his groups many times, incorporating concepts from Judaism, Christianity, and many esoteric beliefs. In the late 1980s...
Woo, dang, look at that. Look at that worship service right there. So they need to reach out to Pope Francis. They could incorporate this into the to Vatican III. This will be the Egyptian Nuwabian Rite Mass right here.
He abandoned the Muslim theology of his movement in favor of Kemetism and UFO religion.
Oh man, look, it's like a abandoned fairgrounds now. I wonder what's going on there now.
In 1991, he took his community to settle in upstate New York.
Look, they done trashed that paper mache Sphinx there. What the heck?
They moved near to Eatonton, the county seat of Putnam County in Georgia. His followers built an ancient Egypt-themed compound called Tamaray and changed their name to the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors.
You think I could get a citizenship there? Do they have open borders at the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors, or is it like you got to apply to get citizenship? I don't know what's going on, but I like it. This is a new favorite of mine.
2000, the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors had some 500 adherents. They drew thousands of visitors for Savior's Day. Adherence declined steeply after York was convicted of numerous counts of child molestation and...
Whoa, dude.
financing violations, and sentenced to 135 years in federal prison in April 2004.
What y'all think about that?
We're gone. Malachi Z. York was building pyramids right here in Georgia. What? You think them Egyptians didn't build them pyramid and that the Egyptian not black? Now see, a lot of them Arabs, y'all, they be knowing the real Egyptian were black. They be making videos and shit talking
Them that Arab.
about it. And I be sitting back like, bro, you wouldn't have shit to prove. If you was already over there and you been over there, you wouldn't even need to make that video. Who the fuck you trying to prove shit to? Malachi Z.
I'm starting to get convinced. I might be.
You gotta
that might be the case.
understand, bro, like carbonated or neuromelanated, really the Anunnaki, the descendants of the sons of Anunnaki from the Bible.
Okay, I hear a lot of we was individuals talking about being carbonated. If you remember, when Tristan and I were breaking down cults, we went into breaking down the carbonation cult. Remember him? And he did the exact same thing where he took a bunch of his harem, and then he's in prison now, by the way. But what is this? What does that even mean? The carbon stuff. What is? I don't understand what that means. Here it is. Eligio Bishop, Nature Boy. Now Tristan was ahead of everybody on this. Tristan was calling out Nature Boy in 2017, dude.
Eligio Bishop, accused cult leader, has been found guilty on all counts, including rape. The jury began deliberating the case Thursday after attorneys presented closing arguments. Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, online was sentenced to life without parole. He has 30 days to file an appeal. Investigators have accused him of leading a cult known as Carbonation. A member said she was raped when she tried to leave in 2022 and posted revenge porn online after she left. The trial.
This is gonna ding my damn my copyrights and my freaking thingamajiggies are gonna get dinged if people talking about all this nonsense. Oh, he moved into this house with his harem, right? Look at this dude. I'm not gonna watch that whole hour thing. Here we go. Let's try this.
A sex house of horror.
He would abuse me in front of the women.
And it came crashing down when police caught up with Eligio Bishop. They call him Nature Boy.
I had to willingly engage in these sexual activities to keep myself safe.
Victims of his alleged sex cult are speaking out.
I was still strangled on multiple occasions.
They say once accepted, Bishop forced women to have sex with him. You had to change your name and give up all your money. But some members say it's all a lie.
We know he's innocent. We were there.
But a jury saw it differently. What it was really like being a member of Carbonation and why they were told to believe that women are property of men.
The black man is God!
The black man is God!
Damn. That's a simple philosophy right there. Now, if we follow Daniel Hakikachu's line of argumentation, that's a simpler theology than Islam. Remember, Daniel says, well, Islam is simple, so it's true. Well, the black man is God is even simpler. That means it's more true. I just wrecked all the Muslims right there. All of them right there. What do y'all think about that? I joined the Montel Jordan cult. I'm going to join the Montel Jordan intentional community in Georgia, Montel, Georgia. And I'll go live inside that pyramid in Georgia right now. Tell me I won't do it. Bet me I won't do it. Bet me I won't go live in that pyramid right now. I'll run away. Y'all won't be able to find me. Unless you find that pyramid. And I'll be a hole up in there. Demas Thieves, $5. Take it. Here's $5 for the blue avian chick. That's my ex, dude. H. Brazzi, $5. Used to have a song, an alien twerk for you. You made a song. Flex on us. You got it. You got it, buddy. I need an alien to work for me. I need an alien to twerk for me. My famous Cringe chorus. This one was another improv classic.
Over James Bond, Jack Reed.
Let me check to see if it wasn't, because some of these songs, the royalty-free copyright isn't actually royalty-free, but it looks like this one is. Yeah. Y'all feeling me? Y'all feel it?
Y'all feel it? I feel it. I need an alien to work for me. I need an alien to twerk for me. I need an alien to work for me.
Now y'all know the lore. Now that you know the lore, you know that this song was really about my blue avian ex-wife. We had a space marriage.
To twerk for me.
She took me up in that Katy Perry pod. I was up in a Perry pod.
Yeah.
I need an alien on Coinbase. I need an alien to trade for me. I need an alien to trade for me. Make gains, no trades for me. I need an alien to trade for me. 80-eye girlfriend, that's the way for me.
I need an alien to twerk for me.
Proboscis, Lil Pucker, aliens on Tucker.
I need an alien to work for me. I need an alien to twerk for me. Need an alien to work for me. Need an alien.
All right. There was so much promise in that one. I could have, if I'd have had a little more planning, I could have like made an actual song. But there's not a lot of lyrics in it.
To work for me. Need an alien. Need an alien to twerk for me.
Alien girlfriend on Coinbase. Make the trades, get based. My coins are based. Ian Scott, no, we read that. Rough Hands became a member. What's up? I knew it. You're an alien lover. Why'd you think I made this song? Y'all couldn't even decode it. It took H. Brozzi right now to decode it. He figured it all out right there. Ben, $5. I can't believe you did all this. Oh, we read that already. Government Monster, 1992, $10. There's another book recommendation. U.S. Television News and Cold War Propaganda by Nancy Bernhard. U.S. This guy always gives me good book recommendations. U.S. TV News and Cold War Propaganda. By, who was it? Nancy. Ooh, getting nasty. Nasty Nancy. It's very similar to The Science of Coercion by author Simpson. It talks about interlocking directorates of news, intelligence, and the foundation. Oh yeah, that sounds very important. I'm being serious. Like I'm not being sass pants. Zach, $10. Joey Smitty is vibing to this. Joey Smitty. Who's Joey Smitty? Sebastian, $5. Matt Dilla, where the Anunnaki at? Odd Harvey, $3. Dave the Distributist, who was on I Hypocrite with you, has a phenomenal analysis of Pulp Fiction. You would like it and many of his video essays. He's a very sharp guy. I'll check it out. Thank you. Funko Orb, $1. When are you dropping a Funko Orb Pop Cringe track? I don't know what to think about Orb songs. I have to think about it. Jordan, $2. What are you debating with Erudite? Feminism versus patriarchy. Ben, $5. If a Christian is Skittles, then does I'm not gonna read that one. That's a little over the line. That's a little irreverent. H. Brozzi, Twerkin. Yeah, we did that. Okay, we did all those. Now let's get back to wisdom. Y'all are getting distracted from wisdom. Let's see what else we got.
They have majority of the world thinking like humans, Anunnaki gods. They have us thinking we humans. We not fucking humans. We the Anunnaki. You the Anunnaki.
Well, hold on. If the Anunnaki have us thinking that we're humans and not the Anunnaki, then aren't we not the Anunnaki?
You not no human. They may try to make you think you a human when they called you 3/5 human.
I like this guy says, sources, player.
They meant that shit. You ain't no fool. Nigga, you were 3/5 human back then for real, bro. Around the 1700s, y'all. 1600s. We was like 3/5 human for real. We were 3/5 human up until like early 1700s.
I feel like he needs to write some science fiction novels because like he's just like improv all of this, just spitballing just entire vast RPG worlds just off the cuff. Like he's got a damn sci-fi flow no one else has. I feel like he needs to be, you know, churning out some L. Ron Hubbard style novels because this is just next level, bro. Sounds like Nature Boy though is life in prison. He went to Atlanta too. He went to Georgia. What's up with everybody going to Georgia, by the way? How come the black cults go to Georgia? Rolf stakes $10. The Freemason that you're going to debate is a debunker. He has given the greatest normie takes on all the subject. Challenge him on geopolitics. That would be better to debate him on. Okay, I'll try to debate him on that too. Watch the Catholic Crusader critique of Chosen. He has problems with Chosen. It's Catholic Crusader Films. 1E9 says. Can you challenge Not So Erudite to a fight like Jim Bob did? It was funny to see her face when the man that she challenged said to fight her in person, mumble $5. That would be comedic. Jordan, $2. Yeah, the debate is patriarchy. Jourdain, $5. Anunnaki, Ashkenazi, Paparazzi, Lakers in 5. I like it. But sing it in the style of Montel Jordan. Job, $2. Breaking news, Vatican III affirms the Nuwabian Ordo Mass. There we go. Nuwabian Orbo Mass. H. Brazzi, $5. Every one of these cults is a dude wanting to touch butts and take money. Yup. Bingo. What have we been saying for a long time? And I think young Cabo's over here. He looks like he's sitting in his aunt's kitchen. And maybe he's got a little bit of ambition to have his cult. I mean, now that Nature Boy's out of the way, it's kind of opened up, right? He could step into the void, the vacuum that Nature Boy has left.
His real name is Eligio Bishop. He's a polygamist. He has several wives, and he often leads with spirituality. But one member says it's that same spirituality that's deep-rooted in a culture of violence, abuse, rape, and revenge porn. And it was all exposed when police and detectives, they raided a home in Decatur, Georgia.
The Shade Room got a copy of one criminal affidavit, one of many filed in DeKalb County.
Why is he wearing Native American gear? I thought you can't culturally appropriate. Okay, well, black dudes didn't wear Native American gear. Or is that Zulu? Maybe that's not cultural appropriate. I got to send this to Tristan, though, because Tristan will get a kick out of this story, because Tristan was calling out Nature Boy 7 years ago. By the way, is this not another vindication? Right? How many times have Tristan and I covered cults and been right, and then they have a meltdown? Well, guess what? Give it a few years, and other internet YouTube personalities will also have cult meltdowns. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait till the other YouTube internet people who, if they don't change their ways, you're going to have more internet niche meltdown cult insanity. Watch. Marcus Antonio gifts 5 memberships. What's up, man? H. Brazzy, $10. You added this playing in the stream a couple months ago. My wife looked at my phone and the alien was twerking. And I told her that she wouldn't understand how this ties into theology. I don't think anybody, even myself, would understand how it ties into theology. Straight white male, $2. We was crystals and shit. No. We are crystals and Anunnaki and shit. Not we was. We ours. Get it right, dude. All right, last thing. Let's talk about last thing with Young Cavo. Maybe we'll check in on Organic Like Us, see what he's up to. LA Fires and Queen Khalifa. Who's Queen Khalifa? I know about Queen Latifah. By the way, I never thought Queen Latifah looked good. Never thought Queen Latifah looked good. Who looked good in of 90s, shall we say, to keep it PC, dark-skinned ladies? Who's y'all's favorite? Who was the prettiest dark-skinned lady of the 90s? I'm trying to think of 90s. Let's see, who's the prettiest? Let's do actresses first, and then we'll do pop stars. I'm going to say Tyra Banks looked pretty good. I never really thought Janet Jackson looks like Michael Jackson. Like, yuck, dude. Whoopi Goldberg was definitely the hottest. So I'm not going to include Whoopi in the list because obviously she was the hottest. I never thought Whistler Houston, I never thought she looked that good. But I have to say, okay, I know who it is. Halle Berry and Tyra Banks. That's the prettiest of the 90s black girls. What do you think? That's easy, dude. That's easy right there. She's the prettiest. Her and Halle Berry win easy, hands down, for sure. Angela Bassett's okay, but she was already even kind of older, even in the 90s. But come on now, Halle Berry looks good. You gotta admit, Halle Berry's pretty. Yeah. Did people actually think? Now Vanessa Williams looked good too. I have to say, Vanessa Williams in the early 90s, she looked good. Did people actually think Queen Latifah looked good? Ugh. What do y'all think? Audience, it's just got to be, Halle Berry and Tyra Banks. That's about it. Naomi Campbell looked pretty good too, but she was 90s. What do y'all think? Yeah, Stacey Dash looks good. But she's not 90s though, was she? Or maybe she was. I can't remember. Maybe let's see in the 90s what she looked like. Oh, from Clueless. I forgot about her. Yeah, she's pretty. I forgot about her. Is she the one that's all... Is she the one that's a Trump girl now? I forget. Is she the one that wore the Trump dress? Was she MAGA? I can't remember who's who. What do y'all think? Mr. T was the hottest black chick in the 90s. Fabian Guerrero, J, $2. Tell Paul Washer to get out of the closet. Exactly. There was a ripe... It was just ripe for coming out of the closet jokes because he locked himself in his closet for like a week or 2 weeks. Some crazy... By the way, I don't even know if that story is true. It's probably not. I forgot to tell you, the campus outreach people made up this story that Paul Washer had written he had written a 10,000. I'm not joking. They believed that he wrote a 10,000 page commentary on the entire Bible. And I remember I was at campus outreach meeting one time. This is like probably 2001. And I was like, you really believe that? Yeah, man. I think Paul is definitely the kind of servant of our Lord that he would sequester himself away for months at a time and write a 10,000 page commentary on the entire Bible. Guess what? I was right. He did it. I was like, I don't believe that, dude. That doesn't even sound possible for sequester yourself. Even if you sequester yourself for a year, write a 10,000 page commentary on the Bible. People just believe just crazy stuff, dude. Guys, remember, like all of your forefathers, they went and found Applebee's waitresses that were 4 out of 10s to copulate with to create offspring. I'm joking. Chase, that was a funny comment from Straight White Male. Chase Beliles, $10. If we choose to repent or become a sin to slave based on our individual personal choices, is the Orthodox view that God gives us our personality, or does the world create it? Personhood is a patristic term that refers to hypostasis. It's not created by the world. I mean, the external world informs and imprints itself, kind of like epigenetics, on our being. But our whole personality, even though it's influenced externally, is not created wholesale by external social factors. Jourdain, $2. Have you seen Let's Start a Cult by Stavros? Let's Start a Cult by Stavros. Is it a song? I have not, but if I try to play people's songs, it's gonna shut me down. So who wins? Y'all think Stacy, I can't even talk. Stacey Dash is better than Halle Berry and who? Tyra Banks? What about Naomi? Did we forget about Naomi? Is she in the runnings, or is she out of it? Is she cool? Is she cool runnings or not? Cool runnings, man. No, she's had too much plastic surgery now. Let's see her in the 90s. Let's see 90s Naomi Campbell. She looking pretty good. Yeah, I think Cindy Crawford looks better though for 90s. What do y'all think? Who wins 90s? Stacey Dash wins? What? Over Halle Berry? Really? You think so? That's Paul Walker wins. Hottest black chick in the 90s is Paul Walker. Betty White. Betty White wins hottest black chick. Mariah Carey, she's half black though. She doesn't. Does that really count? Macy Gray. Ugh. I'll tell you, Whoopi Goldberg and Tracy Chapman, hottest. Tyra Banks, when she was in Fresh Prince, was hot. Whitney Houston, she's not that hot, dude. Alicia Keys, We got some Medea, definitely. Tyler Perry was the hottest black chick of the 90s for sure. The mom from the Cosbys, what? Melissa Ford. Who's Melissa Ford? It's got to be 90s though. Do y'all remember the 90s? Melissa Ford. What was she on? Was she on BET? Is she a singer? I don't know what she is. Anyway, Lil Kim. Ooh, she's not pretty. Listen, when a POC speaks, learn silence. Okay. Let's Start a Cult by Stavros. Let's see what this is. Y'all trying to get my channel shut down, sending me nonsense, sending me stuff that's going to get me shut down. Oh, this, yes. Jamie put this in our to-watch list. This is I got you now. The trailer for this comedy. Yes, we want to see this. I forgot what this was. Good point. Thank you guys for your generous super chats today. Much appreciated. Elias, we read that. Dark Sickle 4949. Are you going to go to the Oasis reunion show? Do you think concerts are gay? Of course I don't think concerts are gay. Yes, I think I might go to the Chicago show. I just paid all the bills, So I had multiple bills, including taxes and another bill for an investment. And yesterday, all my bills were paid. So now I have extra money for the first time in many months, because the people don't even understand, like, the taxes are hellacious if you run your own business, right? You don't understand the system until you run a business. Then you understand, oh, they actually don't want me to make it. That's the purpose of taxes. Chase Baliles, $10. I got Protestant brainwashing. If God creates our personality. So personhood is not the same thing as the modern term of personality. So when you talk about modern colloquial usage and you say personality, that's not the same thing as the patristic doctrine of the subject or the agent that has the human nature that makes them who they are. So person and nature is a fundamental distinction to Orthodox theology. I would recommend start reading Vladimir Lofsky's books, because he's very good at person-nature distinction. God makes us more apt to repent by our personality. I mean, I think all of us have the potentiality to repent, and with grace, it's not determined by our personality whether we can repent or not. All right, where are we at? By the way, if you would hit like and share. Appreciate you guys joining me today for a chill stream. We're having a good time. We're having fun. We're having FUN. Jourdain, $5. Shanae is peak 90s attractive black woman. I don't think Shanae looked good. I think Shanae always looked awesome. You're talking about the Wayans brothers. I'm joking. Zach, 10 A's. Have a blessed rest of your week. And thank you for the fun stream. Well, you think it's fun stream, but I'm about to blow your mind with some more wisdom. What else have we got? Let's see. Y'all ready for more flow? Y'all want to flow a little bit? Because look, we got some rappers on the come up trying to give me a run for my money. And I need you guys to tell me whether I need to start beef with this kid, or else am I giving him too much of my energy and time? Should I just wait until he gets to my level before I take him on? Or should I already start some beef with Seven Harris? Y'all ain't even heard this flow yet. Dude looks like he looks like an island boy from the top up, from the top half, and he looks like Fred Durst as a child on the bottom half.
Like this, I never really had a hug like this. I can feel your presence now. Feels like heaven's all around. Open your eyes, I know you.
I like it.
It's crazy that you really love me, Jesus.
Whoa, key change, whoa.
I've got all your love. You don't want nothing back. You don't want nothing back. Matter of fact, I've got.
I like the flow, dude. He's got that flow from me.
All your love. You don't want nothing back. You don't want nothing back. Matter of fact, I've got.
I do agree with him, though. I mean, I may not be happy that he's taking my flow, but I have to agree to most of y'all out there, y'all don't know nothing about it. I'd say that 95% of y'all in this audience, even in this audience, y'all don't know nothing about it. Literally, none of y'all even know nothing about it. Armorthodox. Shaq was the hottest black babe in the 90s. Shaq? Is Shaq a chick? Somebody needs to Snopes that. Can we get a Snopes fact check? Can I run a Snopes on that to see was Snack a chick? Snack. Snack O'Neal. Wait till this voice drops. Wait till his voice drops beef with Jay. Oh, shit. Look, to quote Seven Harris, y'all don't know nothing about it. Wait, does he say don't hold nothing back? Or y'all don't know nothing about it? Maybe he's saying both. I can't tell. Dude looks like a little white version of PM Dawn. What if we took... Maybe he's reincarnated PM Dawn, because y'all know Prince B died, right? Do you know that? Dude, see, look. He's a little reincarnated white boy version of Prince B, dude. Look. Right there. Y'all don't know nothing about it. Y'all don't know nothing about it. Nothing about it. That's Prince B, dude. Set adrift on memory bliss of you. Y'all don't know nothing about it. I think he's saying you don't hold nothing back. So I got it wrong this whole time. I can't even follow his flow, dude. He done wrecked my mind with his flow. H. Brazzi, $5. If we're gonna talk about the 90s, what was the best family sitcom to you? I was born in 2000, so I was into Garb. What's Garb? Rugrats was ass. What's Garb? Oh, dude, you get me talking about the 90s now. I'm going to talk all day long. So, what did I listen to in the 90s? Y'all ready for my 90s playlist? Now, early 90s, before I hit high school and wanted to be cool guy, I loved PM Dawn. Okay, so my favorite band, I'm not kidding either. My favorite music act in 1992-3 was PM Dawn. And I can still rap every one of the words to the first album. I'm serious. I know all the words. And by the way, the words make absolutely no sense because this brother was on some acid, son. This brother was tripping balls. And the words don't make any sense, but I know all the words still to this day. In fact, my first ever recorded off tape, I can still rap all the words to the first ever recorded off of the radio tape that I ever recorded in 6th grade. Okay. I want a girl with extensions in her hair. Bamboo earrings, at least to there. A Fendi bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. I can do it. I can do it. Yes. My first recorded off tape was LL Cool J. I need an around the way girl. And then my first tape was Biz Markie. And I got this tape in around the same time because I thought I liked Biz Markie. Now this is 1985 or 6 California, okay? So I liked rap in 1985 or 6 because that's what people in California liked way before anyone else in the rest of the country liked rap or knew about rap, because I moved back to Tennessee in 6th grade. And when I moved back to Tennessee, no one knew what rap was. I kid you not. In 1987, 6, 7. So I had Jazzy Jeff for the Fresh Prince. I had Biz Markie tape that had the one that had Pickin' Boogers on it. I had my recorded off of the radio LL Cool J tape. Because used to you could hit record with a tape player and it would record the radio. So if you were too cheap to go buy a single, if you didn't have any money, you could record the radio songs on a tape player. And that was my first. Yes, I grew up in San Diego, boy. And guess what I would do? When I would come home from school, I had to walk. I was a latchkey kid. I walked from elementary school. And when I got home, guess what I would turn on as soon as I got home? I bet none of y'all can guess. 1987, I'm walking home from elementary school. This is about 5th or 6th grade. 6th grade, somewhere in there. I'm going to give $50 of Tin Hat Cat if you guess what TV show I would come home after school and turn on in 1987. $50 if you get it right. $50 THC. You got to have a MetaMask wallet or a Rabbi wallet. Not Rabbi wallet, Rabbi wallet. Reading Rainbow. Nope. TV show. What are you talking about? Beastie Boys. That's not a TV show. I did like the Beastie Boys though. Yeah. Tupac. Nope. You got to name the show. MTV is not a show, dude. It's not X-Men. It's not Fresh Prince. No, we got some good guesses here. $50 to the first person that gets it. Woo, we having fun today, aren't we? DB. Nope. Rap City. No. Not Rap City though. This is pre-Rap City. I did watch In Living Color a lot, but it's not In Living Color. This came on only in the afternoon, right after elementary school. So you get out of class at 4 o'clock, 3 or 3:30. Nobody's got it yet. No, it's not Full House. We'll get to sitcoms in a minute. No, not Liquid TV. No. You guys are too late. You got to go earlier. Oh, he got it. Christopher Wayne got it. Yo, MTV Rap, son. Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. Christopher, if you want to put your wallet address, I'll give you $50 worth of Tin Hat Cat. Christopher, what was his name? The chat's going so fast I can't see it. Family Ties. My mom watched Family Ties. I didn't really get in. I didn't really like it. I was a kid. I didn't care about Family Ties. No, dude. Whoa, dude, look at Dr. Dre now. This is the other Dr. Dre, not Dr. Dre. Did Ed Lover slap Eazy-E? That's what I want to know. Yeah, dude, here we go.
That's right.
This is what when I come home, this is what I watch right here. Anyway, so this is how my music career began. All you or who are wondering about cringecore, I didn't really watch Saved by the Bell, although I did think who's the tall one? I thought she was cute. The one that was in that terrible movie about Vegas dancers or whatever. Now, to his question, sitcoms. Well, so I'm an 80s kid. So let's take a look at sitcoms here. By the way, Jamie and I had an idea to review some 80s sitcoms. All this AI crap, dude, it's messing up my flow. I want to see. I did like Alf. I thought Alf was cool because I was a kid. If you're a kid, you like Alf, right? Let's see. This is a bunch of boomer shit. Booker, never watched that. Don't know what that is. Give me a break. Oh, Nell Carter. Y'all remember Nell Carter? Give me a break.
Give me a break, I sure deserve it. It's time I made it to the top.
In the 80s, dude, black people were dominating the sitcoms, man. Shout out to black people for just taking over the sitcom world. They just took over. They were dominating sitcoms, bro. You couldn't watch an 80s sitcom without just, I mean, and 90s, and the 90s. Now, I didn't watch none of those boomer sitcoms like Frasier. I watched Frasier. I don't know. A boring dude. But I did grow up watching Gimme a Break. And see, Gimme a Break's funny because Nell Carter is the sassy black woman who is the cleaning lady. It's sassy. Get it? It's funny because she's sassy. We just lost a whole bunch of people. Nobody remembers. Nobody knows about the 80s sitcoms. Am I the only one? So there was Alf.
This is the way it began. That
I watched Perfect Strangers. that was the thing I watched as a kid. Balky. Nobody remembers this. All this fake AI shit's not helping me out. Who's the boss? Antonio Danza? Anyway. That was my sitcoms, dude. I didn't really watch... when I did watch a little bit of TGIF. The problem is that TGIF in the 90s, when Urkel was getting popular... I was getting to high school age, right? So here's TGIF, dude. This is right when I'm starting high school right here.
Friday, looking for the hippest way to start your holiday weekend? Yeah! TGIF is right on target.
Okay, mister. Drop my son's underwear.
With Family Matters, Boy Meets World, Step by Step, and Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I will say, though, in the 90s, everybody watched TGIF, dude. That was like... In 1993, that was probably the highest rated shows. Everybody would watch the whole TGIF lineup. It was just super popular. I'm not sure why, because they're all pretty stupid. But it's just... In the 90s, dude, you didn't have a lot of options. And even in 1993, like, not everybody had cable. So pretty much everybody had the main network channels. So if you wanted to watch something on TGIF, like, just everybody watched TGIF, dude. Everybody. I remember watching... I would watch Family Matters. I would watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper. But I didn't like the other ones. I never watched Boy Meets World. I've never watched Step by Step. I watched a little bit of that. I don't know. I didn't like it. So... Anyway, that was my 90s. Chelskian A 8 A's. Jay, have you been to if you haven't been to Macedonia, Greece, Bulgaria, and Serbia, you cannot even speak about orthodoxy. This is according to Douglas Murray. If you've not been to Serbia, you can't even speak about Serbia. But I've been in Serbia. Straight white male, $5. The Matrix was correct. The peak of human civilization was 1999. 1989! Remember Chuck D, Public Enemy? Anyway, do we have any fans of Seven Harris? Anybody, y'all like his flow? Do you like his flow? Or y'all don't even know? Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Now this is going to be fun. They had a Bigfoot ceremony where you do a Bigfoot call, right? Did you know that you could? Did you know you could call Bigfoot? You don't got to have them digits. You just got to be loud. Watch this. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know about Boomer Dad over here. What? I'm gonna have to give it to the first guy, right? We got actual slow boys. We got 2 slow boys in here.
This is gonna be the Ohio How.
Is that a man or a woman? That's the gut of a dude and the voice of a woman.
No hog call.
Thank you.
Woo! Pig, 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 pig. Home. That is what.
I'm gonna give it to the first dude. What do y'all think? Let's hear that first dude again. That was pretty sweet, right? I mean, he's a little skinny looking metal dude, but he just belts out what you don't expect. I mean, if there's a Sasquatch around, he's coming. He heard that shit. He's coming, dude. Don't worry. What do y'all think?
Are you recording?
Y'all ready to get your money straight? Y'all ready to get paid to get your money straight? Let's learn how to do it.
Yes, you are. Hope you are. You're okay. Good. I've been instructed by Mr. Charlie that I should do a
To the what? To the what?
The grid. Because why? I don't know why. I make him happy. Because it's all life is about making your brother and your parents and your siblings happy. Da 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 da.
True. I feel that. Good message. Wholesomes. A lot of wholesomes there. Let's see what else we got. This is the crazy shit Tristan sends me. So we're just going down the line of the crazy shit Tristan sends. Did y'all hear the hit song that we got dropped from a
The truth is
Pentecostal pastor? Y'all see that one? See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's getting in on Cringecore, dude. I was ahead of the game, and now they're all going to top me on Cringecore. Everybody else's Cringecore is going to go damn to the moon with millions of views.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you fi cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when
me under the blood. It's not bad. Now, some of y'all want to learn about how to do evangelism. Now, I'm not encouraging you to do evangelism.
Motherfucker.
But I'm going to tell y'all how if you're going to do it. You want to be a real street preacher? I'm going to show you how to do it Karen style. Let's say you're at the grocery. You want to talk to somebody about evangelizations. You want to convert them. You want to bring them to your chapel. How does Jay Dyer do it? Well, y'all know I scream and yell and lose my mind at people. That's the only way to do it, right? Where do I get inspiration for how I convert people? Let me show you how. This is how we do it. This is the only way to do it.
Just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser.
This is the Shamoon evangelization techniques. If you guys are looking for strategies and styles of how to evangelize your friends and family when they're unbelievers, this is how to do it. Now, you might think this is a little unhinged. This is a little, no. This is what being a street preacher is all about. You got to call it like you see it. You got to get up in their face. You got to let them know what's up. And sometimes you just gotta call it like it is.
You motherfucking accuser! Get the fuck out of here!
Wow!
You motherfucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
I see some orbs flying around here, so this is an orb-inspired evangelization technique. Jourdain, $5 at the Mormon Bigfoot call competition. They were just doing rap ad-libs. I like the flow. H. Brosy, $5. Ironically, my grandmother hated white people. She almost exclusively, though, watched Golden Girls and the soap opera Days of Our Lives. That's interesting. Because I watched the black sitcoms and shows and rap music in the 80s. And your grandmother was watching them nasty Golden Girl bitches. What a wild, crazy world we live in. Are y'all learning how to evangelize? Y'all ready to do some evangelizations?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
I'm kind of pissed at that dude for not repenting too. Like, I mean, dude, how hard is it to just freaking repent to get her to shut up? I mean, all she did was ask you to repent. You're the one that's not confiding in what, you know, the Lord wants.
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask
This is the Sam Shamoon School of Evangelization.
Jesus Christ,
I
we're
don't
all
have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
You mother...
That's the most sane evangelist I've seen on the internet in 2 days. How about some more flow? All right, that was pretty intense. I know some of y'all probably got a little jarred. Hit a little bit of rated R. A little bit of rated R, you know, Navy language there. Let's calm it down a little bit. Let's get everybody sort of chilled out with some flow. Y'all ready for some flow? We got some nice Southern boys. They got to be Southern boys. They about to drop some flow. Y'all ready for this?
It's a cool place.
Oh man, I thought they were going to be singing their song, not singing that stupid "Hey Now You're an All-Star" song. See, Tristan's over here tricking me with these clips, dude. Somebody once told me. All right, I can't play that one. Can't play that one. Tristan's dropping some bombs over here, though. Can I play this one? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going on in this one. Cross your fingers that's not rated R. Let's see what Tristan sent over here. Whoa, dude. That looks like... Who's that dude that was on Sam Hyde's show? Airsoft Fatty? It looks like him. Let's see that again. Why is this clip only 3 seconds? I don't know what the hell it is, but I like it. Well, I just heard news today. Changed my life. All right. I think next we got to figure out what's going on with I did make a Mormon thing. Let me show you that if you didn't see it. No, we got another calm, cool, collective. We got another Karen over here, and then we're gonna close this out. Y'all having fun today? What's on y'all's mind today? By the way, is the guy that got the question right? Do you want to put your wallet address in the chat? Seems my life is gonna change with arms wide open. His name was, what was his name? Christian Charles Manning. I forgot what his name was. Joel Davis, $100. Whoa, dude. Thanks, man. Where'd it go? Thank you for all your videos. I'm a Pentecostal minister. I just discovered Orthodoxy at age 42. Keep me in your prayers as I make this transition. Wow. Yeah, man, that's I know that's a tough decision, but you will be rewarded in the long run for doing it. So I'm glad to hear about that. And thank you so much for your generosity. That was very kind of you. With arms wide open. Let's see. I thought I had one more clip I was going to show you guys. Let's see if this is it. Let's see what uh-oh. What's we got a sea Karen. We got a sea Karen just fresh out the just washed up. We got a sea Karen that washed up on the shore. What's she mad about?
About rules and laws or borders or enforcers, because I don't acknowledge you. You're not real. You're a superhero like me, so act like it. Act like a god, because that's what you are. I want to see my kids. Call my mom.
I'm on her side here. First of all, why is the mustached policeman just standing there, not even helping? Why is he acting like a god, dude? You ain't no god. You just a damn boomer cop.
He lies, and then I don't get to see my kids.
I can't imagine why they would not let her around the kids. Like, what are they thinking?
No more lies.
Is she wearing a wetsuit? I thought she was wearing a wetsuit, like she's just out of the ocean. She's wearing a superhero suit. How does this cracked out woman have a higher vocabulary than me? Somebody says she's spitting though.
I want truth, transparency, and trust. No more enforcers. I want empathy angels coming to meet needs and make life more wonderful. I want integration, and
I want some integration. I want a couple empathy angels. I want healing conversations.
That collaborate to meet needs and find a way to move forward together.
Why can't we move forward together though? I mean, for real. What? I know y'all are laughing, but are you even listening to her arguments? You're just hand waving with mockery, when in humility you could be listening to her actual argumentation instead of committing multiple fallacies. All you arrogant listeners out there, you haven't even heard her arguments out.
No! I need us to ascend to higher consciousness so we are not running from our sympathetic nervous system.
Can you argue with that? No. I agree. We should ascend to our higher consciousness so that we are not trapped by our nervous system. Who could argue against that? It's common sense.
Fight, flight, freeze, spawn, fuck.
Exactly. The 4 F's. Right.
I want us to attune to bodies.
Tune to bodies.
Talk about body sensations.
Talk about body sensations.
I'm a superhero.
You're a
Look,
superhero.
You're dressed like a warrior, and you...
She's got a point though. He's dressed like a warrior and a king. She's dressed like a surf girl that just washed up.
You're a king. Animals are meant to come to you because you meet the needs for the planet. Then you're getting a tickle torture. Get everyone.
She's threatening the cops with tickle torture. I'm liking it more. I like where this is going.
Together. Come on, you're all getting a tickle torture, and then I'll go. And if you don't come for a tickle torture, I'm gonna do a. Get that superhero. I'm gonna do a speech for another hour.
What drug even is this? I'm trying to place what drug this even is. I can't even. It's not. She's not smoking weed. It's not. It's not acid. What drug is this? It's not cocaine. I'm kind of liking the threats though. It's like, yeah, I mean, maybe cops would do better if they got a regular department tickle torture. I mean, nobody's even listening to what she's proposing. They're just out of hand assuming that it's like, maybe she's got a point. You guys aren't even listening. She's on shrooms. Meth? Okay. She's on low-grade PCP. She's on crocodile? The hell's crocodile? Is that dude still in here? I want to give him the $50 of THC. Tin Hat Cat, not drugs. He gets $50 of crypto if I can find his wallet address. And if I don't see it here, to the guy that got the question right, put in the comments on this video your wallet address, and I'll send you $50 worth of THC. But nobody's even listening to her arguments. They're just distracted They're not thinking rationally. Everyone's having an emotional reaction. Listen to what she's saying. Focus.
You all come for your honorary school torture. It means your lovability is undeniable and
Exactly. If you do get the tickle torture, lovability is undeniable. There is an ever expanding forever.
expanding forever. Come on! Are you gonna get? I gotta get. I know, but you're my favorite, so just keep getting me. Air hug.
Air hug.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the Starbucks. And I'm still gonna free you guys. I might come with my yoga ribbons and use it like a love lasso.
Again, what is the actual problem with what she's saying? I don't see the issue. H. Brazi, $5. Failed attempt. She didn't call his mother a Protestant or say Muslim or do jihad on her. Xerox 349, 5 Canadians. I made a website. Wait, I have a website made by Anunnaki brothers. Who are the Anunnaki brothers? He sells a book. They won't let me link it in Super Chat. Who are the Anunnaki brothers? I just think it just sounds funny automatically. Like, whatever it is, I like it. The Anunnaki brothers. Let's do it. Let's talk God, $5. Douglas Murray pulled a Zelensky. Mr. Vance, have you even been to Ukraine? Orthodox Rubber, $5. My professors hate me for talking so much smash on the deep state because of the university donors. Help, what can I do? I told them I learned it from you. Don't tell them you learned it from me. That'll get you booted out of school. Don't even worry about arguing with your professors. You're not going to convince your professors of anything. Just go ahead and graduate and don't worry about it. Tristan, $1. I wonder if that's the right Tristan. Have you seen Nathan For You? He's very funny. Yes, I have. I've seen Nathan For You, and I saw... I watched some of the show that he did with Emma Stone. It was different. It was an interesting concept. And then I've watched quite a few of his things over the years. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the Sam Hyde episodes, be sure and go check out the Sam Hyde episodes. Now, let's move on. I think maybe we've covered all the wild reels that we can. Thank you guys for being generous. I did want to touch on this because, I've always kind of wondered, like, 4chan there's has to be something going on with it, right? I never had any proof, obviously, but I suspected that this was some kind of honeypot, honey trap, and a lot of this online stuff is and always has been. And I've been talking about it all the way back prior to Seville. Remember when all the idiot right-wingers were duped into Seville, but they don't listen because they're dum-dums. And then I'm realizing everybody's dum-dums. So we're basically just in, as I said, medieval boogerdom of booger peasants running around with no knowledge of anything. So that's where we are. Funny story about 4chan. This is from the Google whistleblower guy. Creator Moot was hired. I went to visit. Turns out there is no guy named Moot. There's no desk. There's no code. There's no badges. There's nothing. The whole thing was an intelligence operation from the start. Now let's take a look at this. Closing in on 24 hours after 4chan was hacked, the servers remain mostly offline, showing various states of error. Considering the extent of the hack, that much of the underlying software powering it is close to 10 years out of date, with numerous well-published security vulnerabilities. It will be interesting to see if 4chan administrators fixed it. Now, let's go over here to this because it gets crazier.
Last night.
Because it's not just a hack. It turns out there were multiple university professor moderators. They banned some 10 million people, which is odd. But the other thing was that I believe somebody claims, as we'll look at here in a second, there were, I think half of the posts and hits were coming out of certain Middle Eastern countries. Allegedly. Let's see this.
It was revealed that 4chan, the infamous image message board, also known as the developer known as 4chan by certain news networks, was hacked rather spectacularly. I mean, the whole kit and caboodle was hacked top to bottom, supposedly full shell access, the works. And the information that's currently being divulged from that hack of 4chan is kind of wild. We now know, and this is real, that the moderation team of 4chan included students, staff, and even professors at some pretty significant universities.
Now, for those that don't know, obviously, if you've got professors involved in this would suggest some degree of probably a type of intelligence operation. It's not automatic, but it's an obvious red flag that that's probably what's going on. And people say, oh, but you don't know. It could just be professors that are... Well, it's not just that, as we'll see.
That over 10 million people had been banned from 4chan, and that the entire thing was running on software that has not been supported for roughly a decade. This is wild. The whole thing was conducted by a competing image message board, of course, which published the full source code for 4chan, staff emails, and so much more. I'm just going to go through what we know at this point. So yesterday the hack was divulged. It is unknown at present how long the hackers had access to the 4chan systems, how much of it was an inside job, but it was the whole system was so riddled with insecurities, including decade-old software. It was running on an old version of
Now, it turns out that some of the moderators included staff and students from Harvey Mudd College, University of Washington, and University of Michigan. Now, we know that University of Michigan is a major CIA university if you read the Douglas Valentine book on the Phoenix Project, because much of the program that the CIA was running in Vietnam was run out of Michigan University. And I guess just people are too stupid to even know or to remember that universities are absolutely tied into the intelligence apparatus and structure. So this is another site, another commenter here on X alleging that this was university connected. I want to see if there's a confirmation that a lot of the IP hits were coming out of Middle Eastern countries. So that, I've seen people saying this, but I'm not sure where that is.
Last night. It was really, apparently there are so many exploits. I've already heard from people who are feeding this into AI systems looking for known exploits and whatnot. And apparently there's just so many commonly known exploits that have been known for years now in this system that calls into question how quickly they can even patch this up to get the darn thing back up and running. Here's a screenshot of some of the PHP there, for whatever that's worth, just because we have it. Here is the PHP My Admin page, which shows all of the database tables. It uses over 10.7 million entries, which I would assume means that there's 10.7 million banned users. That's my guess on that. There's also roughly 200,000 people that are, or 200,000 rows.
And they're trying to catch up. They were trying to catch up to me in terms of banning and blocking people.
Blacklist table, and about 500,000 in the appeals table. However that particularly works. But that over 10 million for banned users is a pretty hefty number. Profane stuff they could possibly come up with. I think that was the whole.
No, I've never spent any time on 4chan. I've heard of it. I know what it is. But I never thought it was fun or cool, or just the whole layout of it was so archaic. And here he talks about the professors involved.
Over on the Soy Jack forums, the complete user account and email list of all of the moderators and janitors. Now, in 4chan terminology, basically moderators and janitors are kind of part of the moderation team. So they're all just in the moderation team, and there's quite a large number of them. Very large number. It's pages and pages long. And a quick glance through that, you quickly realize that there are many people on the moderation team of 4chan that have a registered account there using .edu email addresses. That's right. People who are students, staff, or even
Pope Biscuit, $5. There was a lot of circumstantial evidence that 4chan was a Middle Eastern country psyop since about 2015. There's a popular theory that it was some sort of social experiment as well. It was a lot of stupid fun, though. Rest in peace, 4chan. Yeah, I'm aware of the theories. So yes, I've heard that. Yes. Guys, if you would hit like and share, and let's see if he gets into anything else about the hits from IP addresses.
Professors at Harvey Mudd College, the University of Washington, and the University of Michigan are moderators at 4chan. They use their university email addresses for their accounts there. I went looking at all of them, and at least one of them is a professor. One of them is a professor at a university. Nationally accredited.
I wonder how many idiots got entrapped through this, right? I mean, you have to think some of them did, right? Because remember that guy on Discord that got entrapped in relation to the Ukraine stuff, what, a year ago? Remember that? Oh, he's leaking sensitive information about, the U.S. Gov in relation to Ukraine. All this kind of online nonsense is obviously a lot of honey trap stuff. And it's weird, too, because people seem to have no, discernment. It's so weird to see people on the internet. I guess it's not, though. We're all a bunch of booger eating boogerdoms from medieval wench boogers is what society is now. Like walking medieval wenches eating boogers out of trash cans, like Sam had said. That's what we are all reduced to now. So why would I expect anybody to have discernment?
University and their moderators at 4chan using their university email address. I also went through and I did a couple of quick looks here and there. There are lots of people that used email addresses that had their or would appear to be their real names as part of their email addresses. And they do indeed seem to be real people, including high up executives at a couple of companies. It's a relatively, it's a who's who. It's crazy. The fact that is the case is nuts. If you're going to be involved, just a pro tip, if you're going to be involved in like actively running and moderating a edgy message board where you post pictures that all get people in trouble, maybe don't use your work email address or your university email address. Holy heavens. Now in looking through it,
dude, is it me or is this guy's fake laugh just grating on, every time he does a fake laugh, it's grating on me. I can't take it.
There were no, and because I know people are going to ask this, there were no government email domains among the moderators.
Doesn't have to be. Professors can work for the government and be recruited to do intelligence operations.
There were also no email domains. I know this seems obvious, but there were no email domains for government contractors. Because people were going to ask and I was going to look. Now, that does not mean that there's nobody involved in 4chan that's, not from the government. I mean, there could very well be a whole mountain of government employees.
I wonder what Grok would say about this. You guys want to ask Grok? Let's see. Can you list any examples of online honey trap websites that have caught people by the FBI, Interpol, or law enforcement?
Specific names of online honey trap websites run by the FBI, Interpol, or other law enforcement are often not publicly disclosed to maintain their effectiveness and protect ongoing operations. However, I can share some notable examples of operations where such tactics were used based on what's out there.
Okay.
One example is Operation PIN, a global initiative by law enforcement in the US, UK, and Australia. They set up fake websites posing as child pornography sites to catch predators. These sites logged user data like IP addresses when people tried to access or download
Okay, hold on. What about entrapment for agitation or agitprop to engage in radical actions or extremism?
Entrapment cases tied to agitation, agitprop, or pushing people toward radical actions and extremism are tricky and often controversial. Law enforcement, like the FBI, sometimes uses tactics that critics argue cross into entrapment, where individuals are coaxed into illegal acts they wouldn't have otherwise committed. Based on what's known, here are a couple of examples where these tactics have come up. The FBI has run sting operations targeting potential extremists.
All right, that's just going to talk about Muslim stuff. We know about the Newburgh sting. We know about the New York Times reporting on that years ago. But, so BX, as you guys know, we've interviewed BX. She just talked about this crazy dude that just got in trouble the other day, that he was part of another one of these accelerationist networks, right? And I'm trying to find her post about Fox News not talking about this, but it mentions satanic groups. Let's see if I can find it. I shared it. Where's it at? Let me just go to my wall because I can't find it. And I said, what about? Here we go. Help me understand why Fox and other influencer accounts are getting the facts wrong. Why is the story being distorted? According to the FBI, Nikita Kossop plotted to unalive President Trump with the help of individuals in Ukraine. The document says that he was communicating in Russian, but his co-conspirators were Ukrainian numbers and promised to help Kossop move to Ukraine after the event to protect him. They specifically planned to frame Russia. The only mention of Russian person was Kossop himself talking to about the plan to a classmate. Investigating his Telegram account shows that a number of pro-Ukrainian extremist groups, including the Misanthropic Division Telegram channel and an Azov-linked accelerationist group. The down low is that all the evidence here points to Uke, and that it's odd that Fox would not discuss this, but listen to this closely.
This is part of a convoluted plot to then assassinate President Trump and overthrow the U.S. government. Garrett Tenney has more on this bizarre development story in Chicago. Garrett, hello.
Yeah, Bill, it really is wild. This 17-year-old apparently wanted to throw the country into chaos by assassinating President Donald Trump, and to do it, he was willing to kill his own parents. According to the FBI, Nikita Kasip killed both his mom and stepdad back in February to help him get the money and autonomy he needed to carry out his plan. When police arrested the teen, he had $14,000 on him, a gun, as well as a manifesto on his phone about killing the president, making bombs, and carrying out terrorist attacks. The FBI says the teen paid in part for a drone and explosives that he planned to use and which he had talked to others about online, including a man in Russia. Court documents state he later told classmate that he was in contact with a male in Russia via Telegram.
If you're an executive...
A Wisconsin teenager accused of killing his parents to fund an alleged plot to kill President Trump. ABC's Christian Cordero joins with the latest. Good morning to you.
Hey, Will, good morning. So many questions with this one. According to the warrant, a grandparent and a school resource...
They're not talking about the satanic element, which is there. Every time I hit this button, I missed it to unmute. So it's interesting that they're not mentioning the satanic element, and they're leaving out the UKE connection.
Officer called for a welfare check. It had been about 2 weeks since anyone saw the teen or his parents. This morning, newly unsealed court documents allege this Wisconsin teenager, Nikita Kasab, killed his parents as part of a larger plot to assassinate the president and attempt to overthrow the U.S. government. Kasab's mother, Tatiana, and stepfather, Donald Mayer, were found shot and killed in their Waukesha home during a welfare check in late February.
The body was appeared to have been deceased for some time, was unable to definitively identify who it was.
Investigators say the 17-year-old Kasab killed them to obtain the financial means and autonomy necessary to carry out his plan. Officials add they found material on the suspect's phone related to a neo-Nazi group described by the FBI as a satanic cult. They also say they discovered a 3-page document allegedly written by Kasab calling for the start of a revolution to, quote, save the white race.
Imagine falling for this. Like, imagine being this stupid to fall for this obvious honey trap. No Face Killer $2. This guy is a 4chan hypno corn victim.
Documents allege Kasab paid, at least in part, for a drone and explosives, and that other parties knew of Kasab's plan, adding some even offered advice and assistance. Kasab.
So, again, the whole point of this was that seems to be another type of this entrapment thing, that he fell for this idiotic plot here. Elias, 6 pounds. Do you still offer one-to-one tutoring? I'm sorry, I do not. No, I did not have the ability to deal with all of the people who would have wanted that. Once I got beyond like 50 or 60,000 subscribers, there was just no time for one-to-one mentoring. So apologize for that. But I do have the philosophy course. So you can get the philosophy course, and I'll remind you guys right now that that is still available. We'll take a look at that real quick while I run to the ladies' room. And you can check the link in the show description if you're interested.
I want to show off something that we're all proud of. I got a browser here. This is Jay Dyer's much vaunted, much sought after Philosophy 101. Now, he just got this page up. We are just testing it out. You guys are some of the first people in the world to see it. I want to say, for my part, it's not Philosophy 101. I think this is a mistitling. I really think of it as like Philosophy Unleashed, because a Philosophy 101 course, they give you kind of some useless information that you can't make sense of. Jay actually lays out over 12 weeks, dozens and dozens of hours put into just the presentation of this, let alone the hundreds and thousands of hours of research that it takes to have a coherent evolution and history of the origins of philosophy, the uses of philosophy, the different ways to look at it over time, and how that has been brought about to what we have today, which is almost an absence of philosophy on the objective logic and reason side, and an overabundance of woke philosophy that is irrational and is made up day by day as people are like, I think we should bring racism back, and then here's a justification, and then it gets wokeified and spread out, and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of communist, socialist ideas where you become the property in action. You need to be able to stand your own ground. It helps to have a foundation in philosophy, because it's a method to find truth. When you get down to it, philosophy is there because you love truth enough to go and learn how to find it, because it's valuable. So if you're interested in things like that, there is the landing page. We'll link it up in the notes. It is a longer one, so we'll get a shorter URL for this. I'm sure Jay has a link on his page. I just wanted to show it off. Now you know it exists. You can go look for it and see.
I'm going to put you on something crazy real quick. Most of these Zoomer gym bros are consuming macro-guzzling synthetic dyes and synthetic sweeteners on the daily. They don't even know it. Goofy AF. There's nothing great about that. Do not listen any further unless you are an alpha or sigma male. This is important and there could be consequences. There's a new certified sigma male pre-workout powder for sigmas only. It is guaranteed to empower you to dominate your co-workers, fire your boss, aggressively gamble, or invade a small village. Chad Mode stands out from the crowd by excluding artificial flavors, preservatives, sweeteners, and dyes. We've even avoided so-called natural flavors, which are actually not natural at all, ensuring a clean and effective formula. Experience the pure goodness of Chad Mode, colored with organic blue spirulina extract, organic lemon, cherry, and organic maple crystals. Forget synthetic caffeine made in a sketchy Chinese lab. Embrace the natural power of organic green coffee bean extract, which will get your mind going and pump you up to the max. Chad Mode is made in America with all clean ingredients, the first clean pre-workout of its kind. Why are these people adding synthetic sweeteners to every single pre-workout when there are many studied downsides to consuming nasty fake sucralose? Each dose of Chad Mode contains the kick of a cup and a half of coffee, delivering a surge of energy alongside essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and herbal extracts. Chad Mode will allow you to fire your boss and dominate anyone who opposes you. Chad Mode will make you more dominant in your daily life, so proceed with caution. It's as simple as mixing 1 or 2 scoops of our fine.
All right, let's get back to this and see if he ever mentions the sources
in there from any number of different governments, but they weren't dumb enough to use the domain name from their government agency.
All right, dude, we get it. You think it's fake funnies. If you do this fake laugh one more time, I'm going to have a meltdown.
The people who use their .edu account.
I'm going to crash out.
So what have we learned from this so far? We're 12, 16 some odd hours into this. There have been over 10 million accounts or IP addresses banned from using 4chan because 10 million, man. 10 million bans. That's a lot of bans.
We know, dude. You said this like 10 times.
Crazy. The moderation team includes professors at United States universities. Now, the universities, by the way, those university email addresses, those are only
Anyway. What is the 12-hour documentary that you guys are talking about? Revolutions per frame, $5. Do you think Seventh-day Adventists are a cult? Kinda. I mean, they may not be, fully the, they're cult adjacent. Chase Baliles, $2. You nailed the last question. Thank you. Thank you. What is the question about 12-hour documentary? What does that mean? I'm scrolling back to the chat. Average Pentecostal gathering. Exactly. That was funny. From Zach. I don't see any question about that. Pentecostal minister Kristen, $5. Here's one I missed. My daughter got in the car during the Sasquatch call. She said, I work all week with clients and then watch shows by clients starring clients. I think she says that we are all mentally handicapped. Your daughter is correct. Shay here, $2, $1. You skipped my super chat or I didn't hear it about a 12-hour documentary. All right, let me scroll back to Shay here. Shay here, 342. I saw a 12-hour documentary. What is your opinion? I have not seen it, although I think I know what you're talking about. Elias. No, that was the guy talking about one-to-one tutoring. Guys, I want to remind you to follow me over here on X because I'm almost at 100. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to have an orb party. We're going to have an orb-G when I hit 100 over here on X. So you can follow me there. And we had a lot of fun. It was a fun stream today. I want to remind you guys that my book is out for pre-order. If you see this right here, you can head on over to the link underneath it to the website, and you can get your pre-order in for the signed copies of S-Turk Hollywood 3. They will be available in 3 months. They'll be out in July. So there's the link to get signed copies. Go ahead and get in there to get your copy as quick as possible. So you have to pick inside, outside, US right here, and then you can add it to the cart and then check out by clicking add to cart and or view cart and get your copy of S-Turk Hollywood 3. Also, I will be live in Tallahassee in a couple days, maybe a week. So if you want to get your tickets to Tallahassee event right here, Jade Hour Live Tallahassee, you can get it in the Eventbrite link that is in the show description, and I will give it to you in the chat as well. I'll be doing an open discussion on metapolitics, God, Hollywood, technocracy, and sexpionage right here. 24-hour Orbathon win, $2, contemporary compendium. That would be a challenge. I don't know if I could handle a 24-hour discussion. That'd be a rough one. So, but if you want to come to the live event, you can get your tickets right here. And thank you guys so much for all of your generosity and the fun times